This is the Uncensored Voice. No bullshit, just real shit.
Discussing things that will stir the pot.
Hi guys, this is Ricky Midnight. Welcome to the Uncensored Voice. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about the Haitian onslaught that's going on in Del Rio. It's kind of old news now, right? Well, it's not, because it's still ongoing. I just want to let you know that hundreds of Texas Department of Public Safety troopers have been sent down there to Del Rio, the Del Rio area. And, well, they just can't find a place to stay. All the hotels are just filled up. They're just having a hard time finding a place to stay. So the Kinney County Sheriff Brett Coe said because of the situation, the limited space in hotels, there's not a whole lot of hotels down there, that he's actually going to try to find them places to stay. So he decided to help them find places to stay. And Coe received phone calls from lots of people, ranchers in the area, people who owned leases, deer leases, people who own bed and breakfast. I mean, just he received phone calls from just citizens to say, I have a spare bedroom and I'll let them stay in my spare bedroom. People with hunting lodges, I can take 20 people or I can take 30 people, stuff like this. And it's because, I mean, geez, look at the onslaught. Look at this. This is what we're looking at here. Thank you for doing this to us, Biden. And obviously, people on the border don't like what you're doing, Biden. Not only is it an eyesore, but they're undocumented, which means they're not going to pay taxes. And the worst part of it is what diseases are they bringing in besides COVID. I mean, besides that, what other diseases are they bringing in? Because we've pretty much eradicated most of the diseases here in America that were plaguing America back, 150 years ago. Most of those diseases are gone, right? Well, they're not gone from these third world countries, and now they're bringing them into our country. So because of the Biden administration, we are now going to be plagued with smallpox. We're going to be plagued with all of these other things that we've pretty much eradicated. Cole Hill, just to let you guys know, Cole Hill, who manages a ranch in Uvalde and Kinney County and on Kinney County line, said there's been an increase of migrants crossing through his property just this year. He said, I've had multiple houses on the ranch broken into plenty of times this year. They break windows and they kick down doors. Now, I know because my mom has a property not too far from Uvalde, and they have had problems. My mother, they have had problems, people going into their barns, and my mom's had people going into her barns. I've gone out there, and of course, I always go out there with my sidearm. Never know what's going to happen, right? But I've gone out there, and I've seen evidence of people sleeping in the barns. They kick down the doors. They go in there, and they urinate, because you can smell urine inside of her property, her barn. There's urine in there. I've seen feces in her barn. So, Biden, why are you doing this to American people, you stupid, senile, old, crusty bastard? Stop doing what you're doing. As more law enforcement head to the area to assist the U.S. border, Cole is opening his ranch to them. So, hey, what you're doing is great, because these officers go down there. They need some place to, take a shower. They need some place to rest their head. They can't sleep in their trucks all the time. Cole said, I feel that this is the least I can do. These guys come from all across the country and all across Texas, sacrificing weeks at a time to come and do a dangerous job out here. That's exactly right. He said he's welcoming Galveston County Sheriff deputies to his ranch as well, or soon. He's going to be welcoming them soon. They'll be using the guest house from, that's just awesome. They'll be using the guest house from now on, at least to the end of January. Hey guys, look at it like this. If you owned a ranch down there on the border, and you have cattle, and you have horses, and you have other animals, right, on your ranch that could be eaten, which is pretty much any animal. Well, do you think that these people coming in from Mexico, because our border is open because Biden wanted to open it simply because Trump wanted to close it? He just wants to do the exact opposite of what Trump did. So now we have all these people coming in, bringing in all the diseases, like I mentioned earlier. Well, do you think that they're going to be respectful, those people who are coming across the border, and they're going to be respectful and say, can we please come into your land? I mean, we're talking thousands. We're not talking one or two people. Can we please come into your land? Of course not. They're going to trample your fences, which not only cost you money to repair, but your animals can get out of those fences. But they're not getting out of your fences very much, because when those people trample your fences and come onto your property, onto your ranch, they're going to eat your animals. And those are animals that you paid for. Those are animals that you use to sell to make a living, right? They're going to eat your animals and leave the carcasses there on your ranch. So not only are they tearing up your fence, they're killing your animals. They're leaving all these huge trails, bunch of debris, water bottles, paper towels, feces all over the place. They're leaving all this crap all over your ranch. And do you think that the ranch owners are happy about that? Of course not. This is why you guys never should have allowed Biden to be elected. I know he had a lot of dead people voting for him, but he had live people voting for him too. And those live people, you're part of the problem. You're to blame for what's happening down there in Del Rio. This is why a whole bunch of officers have gone down there to help, because they are outnumbered by all these Haitians. They're outnumbered. The only way they can handle it is with more help. This is why so many law enforcement are going down there. So many agencies are sending extra officers down there, which is terrible, because now they have less officers here to control what's happening here. All of this is thanks to Biden and his open door policy. Come on into our country. Bring your diseases. Bring a bunch of people over here so they can eat everybody's cattle and knock down everybody's fences. So good people like Cole, thank you for what you're doing. These are the problems. All of these people just coming in here, flocking in here, not giving a damn about anything that's happening out there. Look at all these pictures. Look at all these people underneath these bridges. They don't care. It's starting to look like Nancy Pelosi's district in California, isn't it? It's looking like crap. And the people of Del Rio or the county, they don't want this. I wouldn't want this either. I wouldn't want to be driving down the road and seeing all of these camps, all of these tents, all of these porta potties. It's like a freaking, everybody from that country has now abandoned their country and come over here because it's a land of promise. Well, not with Biden in the office, not with Biden's cronies in the office. It's no longer the land of promise. Well, if Biden has his way and he continues doing what he's doing, it's the land of the freeloader. It's the land of bring your trash and dump it all over people's ranches. It's the land of don't contribute to society, but ask for everything you can get free. I was always taught when I was younger, you work for everything you get. If you get lucky and win the lotto, that's great. It's still gambling, but hey, it's great. But these people are just freeloaders. Now, you can say they're trying to escape their country. Well, if you are, do it legally. Because if you do it legally, that means you pay taxes. If you pay taxes, you're a contributor to society. If you're not a contributor to society, then you're just a freeloader. So let me ask you, what do you guys think? Dial 210-233-9968. Leave me a message. I may not be here. I may actually be stepping away from the studio. But leave me a message, and I'll play it on a future broadcast.
Thanks for listening to The Uncensored Voice.
Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And remember, on The Uncensored Voice, we tell it like it is.
So be safe, my friends, and may God bless America.